All right. All right, everybody, welcome back. We are just about ready to get started with our second game of the day. The home team, Skate Riot Project, taking on the Bad News Beaters. And I am going to roll through these rosters here. Starting first with Skate Riot Project, skating in the black jerseys, 09 Vampira, 1-1 Lina Bandida, 1-1-3 Sid Vicious, 1-2 Sucker Blue, number 13 F-Bomb, 218 Sayrar, 222 Demi-Automatic, 24/7 PMS, the 4077 Crash Mash, 45 Ammunition, 574 Axel, 602 Phoenix, 709 Kiwi, 808 G's Louise, 84 Jaws Breaker, and 86 Flipper Off. And skating in yellow for the Bad News Beaters, 0-0 Billy Holiday, 1-0 Frida, 2-2 Whacking Gibbous, 2-5 Zombie Cat, number 26 celebrating a birthday, that's Venus, 27 Babe Tobin, 33 Mecca, 3381 Hella Naughty, 420 Mustang Alley, number 5 Sunny Ono, 5811 Sunspot, 633 Mary Morphosis, 710 Gail Satan, 718 Ragin' Bajin, number 73 Dr. Spakenherder, and 830 PD Wooker. Let's give it up for both of our teams here to skate it out. Crowd goes wild, cheering with unabashed joy. Give it up if you're here for Skate Riot Project. And show all that love for the Bad News Beaters. And here we go. Jam has begun. Sucker Blue with the star for Skate Riot Project. Mecca for the Bad News Beaters. It's Mecca who is out first with lead. However, Sucker Blue is out of the pack, putting on that pressure. Mecca looking to pick up some points, does call it off as Sucker Blue gets to the pack, and a 3-0 jam in favor of Skate Riot Project. There goes that whistle, and more derby is happening. Demi-Automatic with the start for Skate Riot Project. Gail Satan for the Bad News Beaters. 2 leads in a row for the Beaters here in the early moments of this game. Satan rolling through finds an easy path on the outside lane. 4 points on the board for the Beaters. F-Bomb taking that helmet cover pass. Jamming for Skate Riot Project, putting on the pressure. Jam ends. Seven points going up for the Beaters. So we have our first lead change. It's a lead change. First lead change for in favor of the Beaters. Here we go now. Mustang Alley with the start for the beaters. F-Bomb for Skate Riot Project. F-Bomb is starting this jam in the Night Owl penalty box. So this is a power jam. Power jam! Jam de poder. Oh, womp womp. Mustang Alley picking up a penalty, so we're going to have a jammer switcheroo. And this will be our first full 2-minute jam of the game. So F-Bomb back on the track, looking to make some moves over there in turn number 2. Some nice blocking there with Naughty, Babe, and Sunspot. F-Bomb is through now. Making that initial pass. Alley back on the track. This is a scoring pass for Mustang Alley. F-Bomb, though, already through for 4. And we've got a tie score for the moment. F-Bomb going to see what can be done about that. Nice chase down there by Sunspot. However, Sunspot overshoots it, and F-Bomb is through. So, again, tied. 11 all. Both teams jammers back in that pack, looking to pick up some points. 4 going to go up for Alley and the beaters, so we have another lead change. It's a lead change. 15-11. Looks like 2 final points going to go up there for Skate Riot Project. So 15-13, and we are off to a 16 points, one sneaky addition there at the end for the beaters. So 16-13, keeping it close here in the early moments of this game. Axel wearing the star for Skate Riot Project. Doc with the star for the beaters. And it's Axel powering through the beaters. Blockers and out first as lead. Phoenix and Sid teaming up there to slow down Doc. Sid picking up a penalty going to the Night Owl penalty box. Axel through for 4. We have another lead change. It's a lead change. Oh, and there's another lead change. Maybe I'll just wait until the end of the jam to say. And what do my wondering eyes see but the ever elusive tie score? We are all tied up after 5.5 minutes of play, 20 for each team. I believe the Night Owl penalty box is empty. Setting us up for 80 wheels on the floor, and it's Mecca out first. Oh, I was wrong. Sid is still in that Night Owl penalty box. However, Mecca is lead. Kiwi also out of the pack. So setting up. Kiwi able to pick up 1 point at the end. So is Mecca. So we stay tied. 21-21. Soccer Blue with the star for Skate Riot Project. Gail Satan for the Bad News Beaters. Whistle blows and we're at it. Soccer Blue going to the outside, Satan to the end, and it's Satan who is through first with lead. Soccer Blue, though, also out of that pack. Gonna put that pressure on, and Satan picks up all 4 points, and now we have a lead change. It's a lead change. Setting up for jam number 7, Mustang Alley with the star for the Bad News Beaters, Demi-Automatic for the Skate Riot project. PB Rookie there with some nice blocking to the start. However, Demi able to go to the outside and pick up lead. Oh, and Alley getting a penalty. Looks like it was a forearm. So Alley in the Night Owl penalty box. That means we have a power jam. Power jam. Jam de voir. Demi being contained by the Beaters blockers. That was bully birthday girl Venus, PB Wookie, along with Frida as the pivot. Demi able to get through, though, picks up 4 and calls it off, freezing Mustang Alley in the Night Owl penalty box, setting up Axel and the squad from Skate Riot Project for a power start. And what in the what? We have another tie score. Score 25-25. And Axel off the line very quickly, powering through, picking up lead. Sid and Phoenix setting up to contain Alley as she returns from the Night Owl penalty box. Four points going up for Axel and Skate Riot Project. Alley slightly ahead. Looking to pick up some points. There's Axel, who has 4. 4 going to go up for Alley and the Beaters. Pack moving pretty quickly. Now going to set up near the jam line. And Axel calls it off. Not able to pick up any points there at the end, but 1 going up. No, pardon me. Axel was able to pick up 1 at the end. So a 9-point jam for Skate Riot Project. Takes that score 34-29. Just under 20 minutes left here in the first half. We have a team timeout being called by the Bad News Beaters. You can expect zealous and effective advocacy on your behalf at M.A. Munson Law. Our mission is to provide exceptional legal representation in the areas of adoption, estate planning, corporate law, and criminal defense. Find out more at mamunsonlaw.com. Also, shout out to our league sponsors, 888 elevating derby safety standards with cutting edge technology, and 187 killer pads, industrial strength materials, unmatched ergonomic design, unparalleled excellence. Kiwi with the star for Skate Riot Project. Dr. Spankin' Herder for the Bad News Beaters. It's Kiwi, though, who is out first. Picks up lead for SRP. Doc looking to get out of that pack, being contained by Vamp and Flip. Some nice chase down there by Jeez Louise. Oh, Doc now out of the pack. Had removed that helmet cover, but has put it back on and approaches the pack. Oh, big hit there from Flip, knocking Doc to the inside. Meanwhile, Kiwi through for 4 more points. Going to take this score to 12 on the jam so far. Penalty being called on Kiwi. That means we have a power jam, maybe. Yes, we do. We have a power jam. Power jam. Jam de poder. Three points going up for Doc, who has passed through that pack. Both teams setting up as Doc approaches the pack. Some offense assistance there from Naughty and Wookie as Kiwi returns from the Night Owl penalty box and is able to skate through on the inside lane, picking up 4 more points. 4 points also being added to that Bad News Beater score, so a 16-7 jam takes that score to 50 for Skate Riot Project, 36 for the Bad News Beaters. 17 and a half minutes left in the first period. Mecca with the start for the Beaters. Soccer Blue for Skate Riot Project. We've seen this match up before. Mecca coming out as lead in all the previous jams and continues that trend by picking up lead here in jam number 10. Soccer Blue, though, also out of the packs, putting on the pressure. Mecca going for the points, calling it off just as Soccer Blue gets to the pack. 3 points going up for the Beaters. 0 for Skate Riot Project, score 50-39. Getting ready now for jam number 11. Demi-automatic with the start for Skate Riot Project. Gail Satan for the Bad News Beaters. Whew. And Demi being contained by PB Wookie as Satan gets out of the pack, picks up lead. Satan already back and picking up those points. Demi had removed the helmet cover. Considering that pass, maybe it was a stash. If it was, it worked because Demi's out. Helmet cover back on. And Satan is through for 4. Going to continue to run this jam. Oh, man, Satan using those long legs to step over a pack that was mostly on the track. Safely getting through for 4 points. A little hippity hop on the outside lane. Satan's adding 4 more points. A 16-0 jam. Make that 16-4. Score right now 55-54 in favor of the Bad News Beaters. Satan going to add 4 more to that score. 20 points now for Satan and the Bad News Beaters. This will be the highest scoring jam so far in the game, regardless of where we end. Woo! 7 points for Skate Riot Project, but a massive 24-point jam for the Bad News Beaters. And we have another lead change. It's a lead change. I believe that's our 5th lead change of the game so far. We did have a 16-point jam earlier in this game by Kiwi. Time out now. Called by Skate Riot Project. Night Owl is one of our sponsors. They are our destination of choice for our after parties. So meet us there later tonight at Night Owl off Hayden Road and McDowell in Scottsdale. Our goal is to provide superb New York style pizza by the slice and smash burgers within a warm and eclectic atmosphere, served by a friendly and welcoming staff. Find out more at nightowlaz.com. Axel with the star for Skate Riot Project. Mustang Alley for the Bad News Beaters. And Mustang Alley designated lead. However, Axel slightly ahead. Alley's going to call it off. So a 0-0 jam. Have not seen many of those in this game. New matchup here for jam number 13 with Kiwi wearing that star for Skate Riot Project and Mecca for the Bad News Beaters. And it's Mecca out first. Mecca right now with 100% lead status. Kiwi got knocked to the outside, recycled back by Happy Birthday Venus. Kiwi, though, now through the pack. Kiwi had removed that helmet cover. Has replaced it on the helmet. And Mecca calls it off shortly before Kiwi is able to get to the pack for any points. So 4 going up to the Beaters, extending that lead to 10 points with just under 13 minutes left in the first half. We do have an official timeout. MUV Martial Arts, where the focus goes beyond the martial arts. At MUV, athletes aren't just learning to kick and punch, they're building confidence, leadership, and character skills that shape success in life. Check them out, MUV Martial Arts. Also want to shout out another new sponsor, Consensus Holdings. Consensus Holdings is a multi-state cannabis manufacturing and distribution company based in Arizona. We run top-tier indoor cultivation, a commercial kitchen, and a statewide distribution network. Find out more about Consensus Holdings. Gail Satan with the star for the Bad News Beaters. Soccer Blue for Skate Riot Project. Soccer Blue does have lead, however, Satan is slightly ahead. So a race to the pack results in a call-off before anybody can make any magic happen. So another 0-0 jam here in the first period of this game between Skate Riot Project and the Bad News Beaters. Whistle blows and Demi-automatic. Wearing that star for Skate Riot Project. Dr. Spankenherder for the Bad News Beaters. Demi's out first, does have lead. Doc looking to get out of the pack, being contained by Nisha along with Flip. Demi's through for 4. We have had a successful star pass. Helenati now wearing that star for the Bad News Beaters. And Nadi has made that initial pass and now coming through to score some points as Demi flies off the track, is returning 4 points for each team so far in this jam. Demi calls it off, picks up 8 total on the jam, holding the beaters to 4, score 65-71. Bad News Beaters are leading with just under 11 minutes left in the game. Axel with the star for Skate Riot Project. Mustang Alley for the Bad News Beaters. It's Axel out first with lead. Alley, though, is also out of that pack, going to put on the pressure. Just 6 points separate these two teams with 10 minutes left in the game. Axel through, picks up all 4. Alley also through, so 4 going up for Alley and the Beaters. Three points picked up at the end by Axel, who is, and the Beaters are able to hold, Skate Riot Project able to hold the Beaters scoreless there on that second scoring pass. Score now 72-75 in favor of the Bad News Beaters. Just under 10 minutes left here in the first half. Kiwi wearing the star for Skate Riot Project. Mecca for the Bad News Beaters. Mecca is out, has lead, continuing to maintain that 100% lead status. Whew. Big hit there by Zombie Cat. Mecca through for 4. 3 points going up for Kiwi and Skate Riot Project. Score 75-79. Just over 9 minutes left here in the first period. Both teams keeping it close. Satan with the star for the Bad News Beaters. Axel for Skate Riot Project, and it's Axel who is out first for lead. Satan, though, is also out of the pack, putting on the pressure. Three points going up for the Beaters. Skate Riot Project held scoreless on that jam score, 82-75 in favor of the beaters, who are able to extend their lead slightly. An official review being called by the Bad News Beaters. We'll let you know when we know what that's all about. At CrossFit Full Strength, we are more than just a gym. We are a community built on strength, inclusivity, and support. For 15 years, we've helped athletes of all levels train smarter, move better, and build lasting fitness. Find out more at CrossFitFullStrength.com. Hey, we are just about ready to get back to this game. The official review has ended. Not sure who the winner of that official review is. We'll find out in a minute. Okay. If we find out more, we'll let you know. And there it is, that whistle indicating that the next whistle will start the jam. There we go. Soccer Blue with a quick hit and then a run up the middle to get out as lead and slow down Mustang Alley for a moment. Alley, though, also out of the pack. Putting on that pressure. So Soccer Blue going to pick up 3 points and call it off, preventing the beaters from adding to their lead score, 78-82. That is one scoring pass separating these two teams as we go into jam number 20. 7 minutes left on the clock. Again, that score 78-82 in favor of the Bad News Beaters. Demi-automatic with the star for Skate Riot Project. Doc with the star for the beaters. A little bit of a pile up here in the straightaway. Lena Bandita, Phoenix, and Sid Vicious with some really nice blocking. Got a timeout here on the track. Hey, anybody here who's on the Wi-Fi, please get off. It's affecting our stream. If you log into the Wi-Fi, unlock it. Log out. Jam begins. Mecca with the star, maintaining 100% lead status. Demi wearing the star for Skate Riot Project. Chased down there by Zombie Cat. Demi is out of the pack. And Mecca's going to pick up 4 points and call it off. Beaters extending that lead to 86-78. Just under 6 minutes left in the first period. Gil Satan with the star for the Beaters. Kiwi for Skate Riot Project. Kiwi finding space on the outside lane is through for lead. Satan coming up very quickly. So pressure will be on. We'll see what will happen as Kiwi approaches the pack. Stopped by Sunny Ono, allowing and Helenati, which allows Gil Satan to get through and pick up 4 points. Kiwi calls it off as Satan is approaching on a second scoring pass. Kiwi also able to get all 4 of those points. So a 4-4 jam. Just under 5 minutes left. Again, if you're in the venue and logged into the Broadway Rec Wi-Fi, please log out so our stream can run more effectively. Axel with the star for Skate Riot Project. Mustang Alley for the Bad News Beaters. Axel finding space on the inside lane is through. Alley also through. So a race to the pack. Axel picking up a couple points and calling it off. Chip away at the Beaters lead, so now just 6 points separating these two teams. Getting ready for jam number 24. Putting in all the work. Soccer Blue with the star for Skate Riot Project and Doc for the Bad News Beaters. Soccer Blue knocking Doc outside, then pushing forward. However, Soccer Blue getting knocked to the outside, then comes back on the track. Gets lead. Sunny Ono looking to stop Soccer Blue, and Billy Holiday with a very nice chase down, able to slow down Soccer Blue slightly. Doc out of the pack, so now returning, looking to score some points. Gets knocked to the inside by Flip. Oh. A cut track call being called on Doc. That means we have a power jam. Power jam. Jam de Boler. Seven points picked up by Skate Riot Project on that jam. Doc being released from the penalty box. So the Beaters will be fielding a jammer as Soccer Blue is in the penalty box. So looks like there was a penalty right at the end going to Soccer Blue, who will start in the penalty box. We did have a power start allowing Mecca to get out very quickly and pick up lead. We did have a lead change there at the end of the first, or at the end of jam 24, and now we have another lead change that we are back in jam 25. Mecca picking up points and calling it off. Soccer Blue able to sneak in 2 points there before the fourth whistle blows. So a 7-2 jam in favor of the Beaters. Takes that score to 97-93. Keeping it very close. A minute 14 left in the first half, and we have an official timeout. Night Owl penalty box getting a lot of action. Reminder that Night Owl is where we will be hanging out after the game. Our goal is to provide superb New York-style pizza by the slice and smash burgers within a warm and eclectic atmosphere served by a friendly and welcoming staff. Find out more at nightowlaz.com. Kiwi with the star for Skate Riot Project. Gail Satan for the Bad News Beaters. Kiwi and Satan have both had the highest scoring jams for their teams here in the first half. Oh, a little bit of blocking. Jammer to jammer. Kiwi passing Satan, who had been assigned lead. So jam is called off. 97-93. Under a minute left in the first period. Semi-automatic with the star for Skate Riot Project. Mustang Alley for the Bad News Beaters. Demi pushing forward, able to get past Sunspot, picks up lead. Alley out of the pack. Just 4 points separate these two teams as we get ready for the half. Demi calling it off, does pick up 2 points before the fourth whistle. So now just 2 points separate these teams at intermission. 97-95 in favor of the Bad News Beaters, and we will be right back. All right. All right, everybody. Welcome back. We are ready to get going here in the second half. That next whistle will start the jam. Score very close, 97-95. Mecca jamming for the beaters. Soccer Blue for Skate Riot Project. Soccer Blue is out and has picked up lead. Mecca had 100% lead status in the first half of the game. Also, to check out a couple other stats from that first half. We had 5 lead changes in the first half. 5 lead changes. Highest scoring jam of the first half was Satan with 42. Other notable beaters, jammers with some points. 23 for Mecca, 17 for Ali on the SRP side. Kiwi with 21, Axel with 26, and Demi Automatic with 19. Quick look at the penalties, and they are pretty close to the same for both teams. 8 penalties for SRP and 10 for the beaters. Frida wearing the star for the first time this game for the Bad News Beaters, out quickly and did pick up lead. Demi Automatic wearing the star for Skate Riot Project. Demi still looking to get out of the pack while Frida on a scoring pass. Frida able to find some space on the inside lane, a little offensive assistance there, and now 3 for 4. Oh, Frida with a little hip hop. 4 more points going up, extending that beaters lead. Bad News Beaters have broken the century mark. 107 is the score. 97 for Skate Riot Project. We have had a star pass, so Sid Vicious now jamming for SRP. Sid getting locked down there by looks like Zombie Cat, Sunny Ono, and a couple blockers to be named later, as Frida is 3 for 4 more. Phoenix getting in there to break things up with some offense. I think that's PB Wookie over there stirring it all up, and Gibby, that blocking squad, making it real difficult for Sid. Frida on a scoring pass again as time runs out on the jam clock. So that's going to be a 19-point jam. That is the second highest scoring jam of the game so far. Highest scoring jam for teammate Gail Satan, who had 24 in the first half. 3 points for Skate Riot Project takes them to the century mark. Oh, excuse me, one last point getting added up there. So it's 101, 118. Still a lot of derby left to play. Axel on the track for Skate Riot Project. Mustang Alley for the Bad News Beaters. And Allie is out first with lead. Axel, though, also out of the pack and coming up very quickly. Oh, Axel with a forearm call. That sets up the power jam. Power jam. Jam de voler. So Allie going to cool her wheels in the Night Owl penalty box. No, pardon me, Axel cooling the wheels in the Night Owl penalty box. Allie tearing up the track, looking to find some space, but getting contained by Ammunition, Jeez Louise, and Flip. Offense assistance coming in, and Allie able to get out of the pack with 4 points going up on the scoreboard. Axel now on the track, but running into a solid wall with Helenati, joined by Venus. Happy birthday, Venus, and Billy Holiday. Axel with one to beat, pushing forward as Mustang Alley has gone to the Night Owl penalty box. Oh, and another forearm call assessed to Axel. So we will have a jammer switcheroo and another power jam. Power jam, jam nipple there. That is our third power jam here in jam number 3. Allie coming up, getting stopped by Flip. Allie goes to the inside and is able to get through for 4. Because it was a jammer switcheroo, that time in the Night Owl penalty box was pretty short for Axel, who's on the track now at the end. 8 points for the beaters in jam number 3 here in the second period. Doc with the star for the beaters. Kiwi for Skate Riot Project. Kiwi pushing forward at the top of the pack, gets knocked to the inside, which opens up space for Dr. Spankenherder. Oh, but Doc picks up a penalty, and we have another power jam. Power jam! Jam de poder. Kiwi pushing and getting locked down by the beaters blockers, gets knocked to the outside. That's Babe, Wookie, and Satan there, joined by Zombie Cat, making it very difficult for Kiwi. Phoenix and F-Bomb getting in there, try to break things up. And Doc is able to get through. Doc returning from that penalty box and able to get through. Sid Vicious returning from the Night Owl penalty box. Kiwi with one to beat, had removed that helmet cover, is now through, puts it back on. Time ticking down on the jam clock as Doc gets knocked to the inside, back up and on the track. Kiwi through for 4. Sid tracking nicely there with Doc, slowing down the progress, but Doc is now through for 4. 4 points for each team here in jam number 4, score 105 to 130. Team timeout called by Skate Riot Project. You can expect zealous and effective advocacy on your behalf at M.A. Munson Law. Our mission is to provide exceptional legal representation in the areas of adoption, estate planning, corporate law, and criminal defense. Find out more at M.A. Munson Law. If you're interested in learning to skate or playing roller derby, join us. Find out how, ArizonaRollerDerby.com. Whistle blows. Soccer Blue goes to the outside. Slowed down by Sunny, but not stopped. Mecca going to the out. Almost tapped out by Ammunition, but not quite. So Mecca now out. Gonna put on the pressure. Ooh, Soccer Blue 3 for 4. Mecca now on a scoring pass. Mecca getting slowed down very effectively by Ammunition, Flip, and Vamp and Jeez Louise along with Vamp. Ammunition picking up a penalty. Mecca through for 4. Mecca looking to do some blocking against Soccer Blue, slowing down Soccer Blue's progress. Now everybody back in the pack like one big happy family. Waiting for Nisha to join from the Night Owl penalty box. Both teams' blocking squad have been highly effective in this jam, sticking together, making the jammers really work for it. 16 points so far in this jam for Soccer Blue and Skate Riot Project. Vamp containing Mecca as the jam comes to an end. A 20-8 jam in favor of Skate Riot Project, and that does take a huge chunk out of that score difference between these two teams. Bad News Beaters still in the lead with 138. Skate Riot Project sitting at 125. 19 minutes left in the game. Axel wearing the star for Skate Riot Project. Frida for the Bad News Beaters. Whistle blows. Both teams staying close to that jam line initially, now between the jam line and the pivot. Frida just pushing as Axel was hip-hopping around from side to side. Phoenix knocking Frida to the outside, so Frida recycled back, coming up against Sid Vicious and Lena Bandita. Axel picking up a cut track call. So this is a power jam. Power jam. Jam de Bored. Frida battling against Lena F-Bomb. And Phoenix is now through and has been assessed lead after nearly 50 seconds of play. Beaters setting up for some offense. Frida's 3 for 4. Axel now through on an initial pass. Still some time left here in the jam. Bodies flying. Frida calling it off just as Axel gets to the pack. So no points picked up by Skate Riot Project and 8 added to the Bad News Beaters score. All right, we are just about ready for jam number 7. Semi-automatic out first, picks up lead. Mustang Alley now also out of the pack. Lots of whistle blowing. And a Skate Riot Project blocker going to the Night Owl penalty box. Allie now through, adds 4 to the beaters score. Demi battling to get some points, calls off the jam. Demi did get all 4 points though on that scoring pass. So 4-4 jam. No change in that score differential, 129 to 150 with just under 16 minutes left in the game. Kiwi with the star for Skate Riot Project. Doc for the beaters. Kiwi pushing up against Wookie, and Sunny able to get through, does get lead. Doc now also out of the pack. Sunny with a chase down as Kiwi getting 4 points. Score 133 to 150. 4 more points going to go up for Skate Riot Project, who are really working to make a difference on this lead. Lena Bandito with some nice blocking. Zombie Cat, though, getting in there for some offense for the beaters. Zombie Cat, Babe, Tobin, and Sunny capturing Kiwi, containing her in a highly effective tripod. Phoenix going to the Night Owl penalty box. Kiwi coming back, then starting again, able to get through on the inside. 16 points so far in this jam for Kiwi and Skate Riot Project. Taking that score to 145 to 150. Just 5 points separate these two teams. $20-point jam, a massive jam for Kiwi, topping her 16-point jam in the first half. Score 149 to 154. 5 points separate these two teams with the beaters in the lead. Soccer Blue with the star for Skate Riot Project. Mecca for the Bad News Beaters. Whistle blows and the action has begun. Jam number 9. Night Owl penalty box is empty. Mecca with lead. It's breaking a 2-jam lead streak held by Skate Riot Project. Those 2 jams, the difference in the SRP skaters closing the gap on that score. Mecca saying, we've had enough of that. Getting lead, adding 4 points. Soccer Blue has been sent to the Night Owl penalty box, so this has been a power jam. Jam de poder in favor of the Bad News Beaters. Mecca calls it off with Soccer Blue. Well, it was standing, but actually released from the penalty box there at the end of the jam. However, Helenati of the Bad News Beaters is in the Night Owl penalty box, so a slight pack advantage to Skate Riot Project. Axel wearing the star for Skate Riot Project. Frida for the Bad News Beaters. Frida able to push through the beaters blockers, who immediately turn and start with the offense, allowing Frida to get out of the pack. Axel now on a scoring pass, and Frida approaching the Skate Riot Project pivot is in the Night Owl penalty box. 4 points going up for Frida and the beaters. Axel looking to get some more points, call it off before Frida is able to make another scoring pass. So 3 points going to go up for the beaters there. A 7-4 jam in favor of the Bad News Beaters. So score, oh no, actually some points going up at the end there for Skate Riot Project. So it's actually a 7-4 jam in favor of Skate Riot Project. Timeout called by that very same team. MUV Martial Arts, where the focus goes beyond the martial arts. At MUV, athletes aren't just learning to kick and punch. They're building confidence, leadership, and character skills that shape success in life. Find out more, MUV Martial Arts. Oh, it looks like an official review is being called by the Bad News Beaters. Consensus Holding is a multi-state cannabis manufacturing and distribution company based in Arizona. We run top-tier indoor cultivation and commercial kitchen and a statewide distribution network. Find out more about Consensus Holdings. All right, just about ready here for jam number 11. Mustang Alley with the star for the Bad News Beaters. Semi-automatic for Skate Riot Project. And it's Alley who is out first. Designated lead. Semi-automatic also now out of the pack. So they're going to put on that pressure. Alley picking up a cut track call. So this is a power jam. Jam and just 6 points separate these two teams, and we are under 10 minutes left in the game. A key scoring opportunity right now for Skate Riot Project. Beaters, Blockers, Zombie Cat, Sunspot, and Sunny Ono looking to lock things down, but some offense coming up from Phoenix and Flip open things up, and Demi is through for 4. Alley out of the pack, out of the Night Owl penalty box, through the pack, and picks up 4. So nice job by the Beaters to slow down Demi Automatic and prevent Skate Riot Project from putting up a bunch of points. But oh, what in the what? This is another power jam. Jam the Mustang Alley with another cut track call. So Demi Automatic looking to put up all the points here, and so far with 16 has taken that Skate Riot Project lead to 172, 2 points above the Bad News Beaters, sitting at 170. And with no time left on the penalty clock, looks like 3 more points going to add to that Bad News Beaters. So what might have been a lead change was in fact not. So score 173, 172. Bad News Beaters up by 1. Whistle blows, Kiwi and Doc facing off, and it's Kiwi who's out first. Picks up lead, successful star pass to Helen Naughty, so that pressure is on. 4 points gonna go up for Skate Riot Project. Naughty, they're now in the pack, looking to add to that Beaters score. Oh man, some nice blocking there by Skate Riot Project, but not enough to keep Naughty from adding 4 points to the score. And after the final 4 points going up for Kiwi and Skate Riot Project, friends, we have another lead change. It's a lead change. 181, 177 in favor of Skate Riot Project. 6.5 minutes left in the game. Playing the Jammer Stars. Soccer Blue for Skate Riot Project. Mecca for the Bad News Beaters. Whistle blows. Action begins. Mecca going for that inside lane, looking up on the toe stop. Soccer Blue going to the outside. Stopped by Satan and Bully, but powers through. However, Mecca's already out, has lead. So Mecca's going to look to get some points. And we shall see. Is it going to be a quick get those points and call it? Yes. Mecca calls it off. Soccer Blue unable to add any points to that score. So we are all tied up, 181 to 181. All right, here we go. Are you ready? Are you ready? 5.5 minutes left in the game. All tied up. Axel with the star for Skate Riot Project. Frida for the Bad News Beaters. Frida going from the in to the out is able to get out first. Axel being contained by Babe and Sunny does get some offensive assistance from F-Bomb. Axel now out of the pack. Frida on a scoring pass now. Looking to add to that score, does get around Sid and calls it off before Axel is able to get to the pack. So we've had another lead change. It's a lead change. 181 to 185, Bad News Beaters in the lead. Just under 5 minutes left in the game. What's going to happen? It's so exciting. I just can't even. Mustang Alley, we're in the start for the Beaters. Demi-automatic for the Skate Riot Project. Whistle blows. Lots of skates moving. People up on toe stops. Action happening. Alley just buried into that pack. A little bit of a tumble down allows Demi to go around the majority of the pack. But excellent job from Zombie Cat and Naughty to form up and stop Demi from getting out. That also allowed the space for Mustang Alley to get out of that pack. So Alley is lead. Minute and a half left in the jam. Some nice blocking there by Phoenix. There has been a star pass. Vampira now jamming for Skate Riot Project. Vamp looking for some assistance to get out of that pack as Alley skates through for 4 more. A lot of action there in the second straightaway. People working real hard. I'm tired just looking at it. So, Skate Riot Project looking to contain Alley, and Vamp is through. However, helmet covers had fallen off, but jam ends. 11 points on that jam for the Bad News Beaters, so they are now 15 points up on Skate Riot Project. There's still a lot of time, though. We've seen some high-scoring jams in this game. 16, 20, 24. Nothing is impossible. Kiwi with the star for Skate Riot Project. Doc for the Beaters. A solid tripod there of Babe, Gibby, and Satan, making it very difficult for Kiwi to get out of the pack. Likewise, Doc battling Lena and Nisha. However, Doc out first. Doc with lead. Kiwi is out of the pack as well, though, so putting on pressure. Kiwi now has passed Doc, who calls off the jam. So a 0-0 jam. Just under a minute and a half left in the game. Skate Riot Project with an official review. Woo! Y'all. We got about a minute left on the period clock. Axel wearing the star for Skate Riot Project. Mecca for the Bad News Beaters. It's Axel who's out first with lead. Mecca, though, not wanting to be left behind, is also out of the pack. Axel through, picks up some points. Mecca also getting those points. A 3-3 jam, I believe. Yep, there it is. 184, 199, under a minute left in the game. Looks like Skate Riot Project is fielding blue, soccer blue, with the star, and the Bad News Beaters with Frida wearing that star. Frida out first, picks up lead. Frida goes from the out to the end. Inside lane open for Soccer Blue. Both picking up 4 points. Jam is ended. We have an unofficial score, 188 to 203 in favor of the Bad News Beaters. Thanks everybody for being with us here today. Joining us for our home teams game between Skate Riot Project and the Bad News Beaters. If you enjoyed this, make sure you're here for our next game, October 11th, right here at Broadway Rec Center. We look forward to seeing you there and at all of our games. Thanks again for joining us. I am